Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are on lesson 18 of module 6. Our I can statement for today is I can pair objects and skip count to relate to even numbers. So you're gonna need a piece of paper and a pencil for this lesson. You're also gonna need another one for our sprint. So here is our sprint for today. Remember, you need to start a timer for 2 minutes for your sprints. Once the timer is up, you put your pencil down and you get to move on to part B. Good luck. All right, here's part B. You're going to start, your goal for part B is to get one more than you did on part A. Remember, you're going to start a timer for 2 minutes, and then once the timer goes off, you put your pencil down and your hands go up. Good luck. All right, friends, here we are. This is our application problem. Our application problem looks a little different than normal because it doesn't ask us an exact question, but we're going to figure it out together. So it says, eggs come in cartons of 12. Use pictures, numbers, or words to explain whether 12 is even or not even. So what does it mean to be even? With even numbers, you can pair them or you can put them in groups of 2. Or you can break them up into 2 groups and then the groups are still equal. So let's work on that here. I want to zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to make my egg carton. We've read our problem. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here's my egg carton. So one way you can figure out if 12 is even is you can group it or pair numbers up. So I could pair these all up by 2, doing it this way to figure it out. But I'm going to do it a different way than that. I'm going to split it up into 2 groups. So if I split this right down the middle like this, are my groups equal? Because this is kind of what we've been working on with our other lessons, so I think this is a good way to help us figure out if numbers are even and not even. So are these 2 groups equal? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 6 down here. So are our groups equal? Yes. So we know that there's 12 altogether, and 6 and 6 is 12. So we know that 12 is an even number because it can be split into 2 equal groups. We can check this by pairing them, by putting our numbers into pairs. So if I pair up, I can pair it like this. So there's 2 together, another 2 together, another 2 together, another 2, another 2, and another 2. With an even number, there are no left over. There's nothing left over. So each object, in this case, each egg has a pair, has one that goes with it. So if we explained it in pictures. If I was going to write this in words, I would say 12 is even because it can be split into 2 equals our keyword here, groups. Put a period and into the cloud. So not only did I show this in words, I also showed it in a picture. So we've read our problem, we've drawn our picture, and now we've written our sentence. Great job. So now let me zoom out so you can see the next step. So let's look here. It says, is 2 even or not even? So in this picture, we have 2 friends. If we look at it, does each friend, if we were to put them in a pair, so if pair has 2, is there anything left over? If we put it into a pair, we put both those friends together, is there anyone left over by themselves? No. So yes, it's even. Or if we split them up into 2 groups, so one friend goes over here, the girl goes over here, and the boy goes over here. Are our groups equal? Yes, they both have 1 person in it. Let's look. Is 3 an even number? So if we were to group these in pairs, so groups of 2, so we have the one boy and one girl together, is there a pair for the last boy? No. There's 1 boy left over. So this number is not equal. It's not. Those groups are not equal, so our number is not even. If we were to put them into 2 equal groups, so we put 2 friends over here, we had 1 friend over here, is our groups equal? Nope. Because there's 2 in this group and there's 1 in this group. So 3 is not an even number. So this is you would need a partner, but if you don't have a partner, that's okay. You can do this with mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, brother or sister. That's okay too. Or you can just do this on your own if there's nobody that can help you. So partner A, you're going to place 7 counters between you and your partner. So if you're doing this by yourself, you want to put 7 circles out. Now they want you to pair up the counters to see if they're even or not even. So you're going to have your 7 circles and you want to group them into groups of 2. So put them in pairs to figure out if it's even or not even. So if you're figuring this out, I want you to pause it and come back when you're ready. I'm going to tell you the answer. 7 is not even because there is a leftover group. There would be a leftover counter. So you would have 3 groups of 2 with 1 counter left over. Now they want you to move your counters into an array. So put them in one straight row. So put it into an array and then write an addition sentence that matches what you see. This can be done some different ways, so I'm going to let you come up with it and then send me a picture and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Now this part says partner A, keep those 7 counters. Partner B is going to get 7 more. So now you're going to have one person has 7 and the other person has 7. Now you're going to put those 2 together to see if you come up with an even number. So what's 7 plus 7 going to equal? Good, you have 14 altogether. Now I want you to pair those up to see if you would get an even number. If you paired up each of your counters, so there was 2 in each group, would you have an even number? Is 14 an even number? So pause this video and I want you to do that, and when you're ready for the answer, come on back. Yes, 14 is an even number because you can pair up your counters so that each one has a partner. So you would have 7 groups or 7 pairs in 14. Now I want you to try with 20 counters and see how many even numbers there are between 0 and 20. I want you to give that a try, and I want you to send me a picture of your work. Good luck. Now you're going to make an array out of all 20. So let's count by 2s. When we look at this, do we start at 0 or at 2? We're going to start at 2 because there's already some on the page. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Great job. If you messed up, that's okay. Go back and try it again. You got this. There are 20 counters down. All right, here's our problem set for today. So you are going to pair the objects to decide if the number of objects is even. So in the first one, you have hearts. So you're going to draw a circle around 2 hearts. So you're going to pair it. And then you need to say if it's even or not even. Remember, a number will be even if there's none left over, if they're all in groups of 2. And it will be not even if there is one left over and it doesn't have a partner. Then you're going to do the same thing with the stars and the smileys. For number 2, it wants you to draw to continue the pattern of the pairs in the space below until you've drawn 10 pairs. So in this one, the first one you have 2 dots, so that's 1 pair, and then it goes 4 dots, so that's 2 pairs, and then you have 6 dots, so that's 3 pairs. Then you would need to make 8 dots, so how many pairs would that be? Good, you're going to keep going until you get 10 pairs. Number 3 wants you to write the number of dots in each array in problem 2 in order from least to greatest, so from the smallest to the biggest. In 4, you're going to circle the array in problem 2 that has 2 columns of 7. So remember, columns go up and down, so you want to see which one has 7 in it. And number 5 wants you to box the array in problem 2 that has 2 columns of 9. For number 6, they want you to redraw the following sets of dots as columns of 2 or 2 equal rows. So you're going to do it for part A and for part B. A good way to make sure you get each of the dots is as you draw it, you want to go back and cross it off on the top. Then you're going to answer the prompt below. So it says there are blank dots. And then it says, is blank an even number? And then you're going to write yes or no. Number 7, you're going to circle groups of 2 and then count by 2s to see if the number of objects is even. So you have to circle 2 smiley faces to put them into a pair, and then you're going to count by 2s to see if it's even, because remember, 2s let you know if it's even or not. And then part A, you're going to say there are blank 2s and there are blank left over. So how many did not make it, did not have a pair? Then count the 2s to find the total. And C says this group has an even number of objects, true or false. All right, that's all for today. Make sure you send pictures of all your work. I know that you're going to do amazing. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to see all your hard work. Bye, everyone.